Hello dear, you're welcome back to my channel on the making of this beautiful classic cowl blouse. So I'm not going to be speaking much about this, it's already speaking for itself. Let's go to the table and just create the magic. I'm starting off with drafting it on a pattern paper, and the first thing is just the starting point line half inch, and that's the shoulder line. From there I'll start taking measurement. My shoulder to bust 10 inches, shoulder to waist 16 inches. Please make use of your own measurement. And the full length of this dress I want is 22 inches, but this is not up to, so I'll just add 1.5 when cutting it on the fabric. Okay, then my armhole circumference divided by 2 is 8.5. That's what I'm marking. That will give me my chest line, and then I will go ahead and rule all this out. So this is my chest line that I'm about to draw right now, and this will be my bust line, and that's my waist. Okay, so the neck width I want to work with for now, the basic is 3 inches. That's what I'm marking. Then the shoulder to shoulder divided by 2 is 7.75. That's also what I am marking there. And I'm marking the same shoulder to shoulder here because I want to create a straight line for the armhole. Okay, so this is it. This is the armhole opening, and you know that your shoulder is not straight, right? I don't know if yours is straight, but mine is not straight. So I'm coming down with there with a shoulder slope of 1 inch, and I will connect it into the neck width just as you can see me do. Then I start marking my horizontal measurements, and that's bust circumference divided by 4. I marked it there 9.5. Waist circumference divided by 4, 7.5. I marked it there because this is not going to have a dart, so no need of dart replacement. Then here I'm marking my hip circumference divided by 4, but I took out some inches. If you want, you can just mark what you have on your waist there. All right, so I'm connecting it this way, and then because I want this to be free, I'm adding ease allowance of 0.75. You can do more on the bust, the chest, and on the waist 0.75. So the hip is already bigger. Okay, so I'm just leaving it that way. You can mark it straight, whatever you have on your waist, to mark it down there, because later I even reduced that hip side. It was too sharp, too sharp. So that's it. I've already gone ahead to connect it this way. And then normally you're going to connect to your armhole like this, but this is going to be a cut together blouse and sleeve. So I'm going to extend this point with the sleeve length I want, and there I am just marking 4 inches. Remember, you can do more, you can still do less. If you want it sleeveless, just leave it that way. Okay, then I'm connecting this down straight, and just as you can see me do. So I'm going to blend this into this place, but I actually reblended it later because it was sharp, but I fixed it later. Then I'm marking the neck width that I want, and that is 4 inches. So I just marked the 4 inches right now. And the neck depth for the back, I marked 1 inch. The neck depth for the front, I marked 3 inches, as you can see, and I'm connecting it. Right? So if you're watching to this extent, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. So look at what I'm doing right here. I'm blending it already to take out that sharp edge. Okay, and I'm cutting off. So I'm cutting the back neckline first and then down to the shoulder. This doesn't have allowance, this pattern paper. So now I want to cut on the back. Normally I'm supposed to, place the back on fold because this is not going to have a zipper, but my fabric is not enough, so I have half inch sewing allowance there. I don't know if you understand. Yours, if you have enough fabric, just fold it and place it there and cut whatever you have for your back. But my own, I left half inch at the center line to join into another fabric, okay, to make it one. So here I added 1 inch side allowance to the sleeve, 1 inch to the shoulder line, half inch, neckline, half inch, and like I told you, I'm adding 1.5 inches at the hemline. So I went ahead to cut. I'm going to cut these 2 places because the back is not, much. So for me to cut the front, I took out the front neckline too, and then we're going to create the cowl. Here I'm dividing the shoulder into 4. So go ahead, whatever you have on yours, divide it into 4. You can even divide it into 3, but I divided mine into 4 just on the shoulder, I did not extend it to the sleeve. All right, do your calculation well. You can see it 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here too, I want the cowl to stop 1 inch below the bust area. That's what I just marked. And then from the neckline to that place, I'm going to also divide it into 4. So I have 8 inches in total. So that's 2 inches apart. All right. So I will connect it into the shoulder line also, just as you can see me do. Take your time and do yours. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much as you do that. God bless you. You're the best. So, just blending into that place. For this last one, my ruler was not really giving me what I wanted. So even after drawing it this way, I went ahead to reblend it just the way I think was okay. All right, so you can see the correction now. Okay, I just placed my part, sorry, what's it called? French curve, and yeah, I will do. So you go ahead and cut, but please don't cut open. So I'll go off and cut all of my own, just as you can see me do. All right, then I will now get my fabric. This is for the front. Place it on fold and then place the pattern paper on top of it. This is it. So you can go ahead and spread. You can spread to 3 inches, but please, 3 inches is gonna make it too down. I mean, your cleavage might show. Okay, mine I used 2 inches. I have a tutorial that I have. I cut it just this way. You can see, extra. I have excess pattern paper outside, but I cut it that way. I'm going to put it up at the top right, click on it, and it will take you to that tutorial. But for my own, look at the way I tilted it in, and I'm spacing it out with 2 inches. That's how much I want to spread it with. You can even do 1 inch or 1.5, but mine I'm doing 2 inches, and it just was perfect for me. So I spread and I pin there, I spread and I pin. Okay, like I said, I will link you up to that tutorial on how a cowl neck that I also sewed. Okay, so you can see the excess fabric there. Now I'm also marking 1.5 inches at the hemline, and at the side, like I said, 1 inch side allowance, 1 inch sleeve hemming allowance, 1 inch at the shoulder line, at the neckline 1 inch. Okay, now you know that this is the neckline, right? Okay, so look at the way I'm going to connect it. I'm going to connect it just straight, although I corrected this later because it formed an angle for me, and that's not what I want to have. So just connect it straight this way, and then I want this to have facing already. So from that mark, I'm coming up with 1.5 inches, just as you can see me do. Don't worry, I'll highlight the mark later. This is white fabric, so I just went up with 1.5 inches to give me the facing for the front already. So you can see I've marked it out very well and it's clear now. Then I'll go ahead and cut whatever I have there. Okay, so normally I'm supposed to have folded this thing backwards before cutting. I mean that facing part. So do it. You can see the space that I have there. That was because I did not fold it backwards before cutting, because this place is not straight, it's curved. But then notwithstanding, I went ahead to mark out the facing. Just notch it, notch that point, that facing point. All right, then I'll take out my pattern paper and I will go straight to sewing. So this is what I was talking about. It formed an angle, and this is not what I want. It's going to be somehow. So for that reason, I just went ahead to use my ruler and connected it straight. Just as you can see, I connected it straight, and then I trimmed that shape off. I hope you're understanding. If you have any confusion at any point, the comment section is open. Drop your question there and I'll be there to meet you. So this is perfect right now. I'll go ahead and hem that part. I'll hem the neck line part, folding it into two, and also. So this is my back. I've already gone ahead to join the center. This was actually how it's supposed to be. I've cut out the facing for it, just as you can see. And this is going to have a button, although I didn't even need button because it was passing through my neckline, through my head. So, but this is what you're going to do. Right side facing right side. I'm going to come down by, I came down with 5 inches more here, marked it at the midpoint. And then you see this thing that I created. I, open this up, just follow what I am doing. Remember, we have half-inch neck allowance there, so I make sure I left it and even a little bit more, like 0.75, fixed it as so, placed my facing there, then sewed here with half-inch, sewed this part with 0.5 inch, 0.25, sorry, and then half-inch. Make sure I held that part well. So this is it. This is the front line after sewing the neck. And remember, we still have our notch for the facing. And this is how it's gonna be. And this is the back. I've gone ahead to sew. I also notched the neckline because it's curved. I cut out the opening for the button. So you go ahead and do yours. This is what I have. I'll go ahead and also fix my button. I hope it's entering very well. Then to join it on the shoulder, I'll fold that notch point the facing. So place it right side facing right side, and I will sew with half-inch. But because we want this to be kind of neat, I'm going to use the facing I have for the back, and just as you can see me do, cover up slightly for the whole thing, cover everything up, and then I'll sew with 1/2 inch. Do the same thing for the other side, and it's going to give it a kind of a neater look. All right, after that, still right side to right side, I will join the side with that 1 inch side allowance that I have. This is it after I was done. This is the shoulder I'm talking about, and I've joined it on the side also. The next thing is to hem it. I hemmed it with 1 inch, so I folded it twice and I went ahead to sew it all the way round. Do the same thing for the sleeve. You're gonna fold it twice with that 1 inch hemming allowance, and I went ahead to sew it. Okay, so this is it after sewing. I also tacked the facing so that it will not be coming out. So I tacked it there. Did the same thing for the back. Okay, that's what I'm just showing you. And that's all for this tutorial. Oh my god, this dress, like when I went to church with it, and it was heads were spinning. You get what I'm saying? I loved it. So please go ahead, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Like and share to somebody. Okay, so see you in my next one. Bye for now.